Good morning and welcome back to day 38 in our 365 Bible studies. At the moment we are looking at how the Bible understands creation and our place in it. And we're looking at a number of places in the Bible where the earth and our surroundings actually speak to us about God. Today we're looking at Isaiah chapter 11 verses 1 to 9. The earth is filled with the knowledge of God. The royal house of David is like a tree that has been felled. But look, just as new branches sprout from a felled tree's stump, so a new king will spring from amongst the successors of David. Yahweh's Spirit will give him wisdom and the knowledge and skill to govern his people. He will know what Yahweh wants him to do, and he will honor him, finding pleasure in obeying him. He won't judge a person by appearances or by the opinion of others. He will judge the poor justly and defend the rights of the helpless. He will have the right to punish the people and kill those who are evil. He will rule his people with fairness and honesty. The wolf shall dwell with the lamb, the leopard shall rest with the kid, the calf and the lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. The cow and the bear shall browse, their young shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat hay like the ox. The baby will play over the pit of the asp, and the toddler shall put its hand on the adder's lair. They will not hurt or destroy on all my holy mountain, for the earth will be as full of the knowledge of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea. This country would be perfect if only we had a decent government. Now, that's as true today as it was in the time of the young Isaiah, and as false. Isaiah had no idea that what he was writing back in the 8th or 9th century BC would be read at Christmas 29 centuries later. So our first job on encountering this passage is to work out what Isaiah thought he was saying. Only once we've done that might we venture an opinion about what the early Christians thought this was about and what we might think about it today. In the opening verse of this passage, it sounds as if the throne of Judah is vacant, although it might equally mean it is badly disabled in some way. Whatever the precise situation was, we can confidently say that Isaiah had lost respect for the ruling house. It was moribund, if not dead, but there were glimmers of hope for the future. From the dead tree stump of the inheritors of David's throne, there was a promise of some new growth. How far into the future the young Isaiah imagined or hoped this might be, we have no idea. But while there's life, there's hope. The reason why this scripture survived is that after the disaster of being conquered and carried off into exile, the small signs of life were seen again when the people were allowed to return and rebuild their nation. Some of the Jewish people had fled to Egypt and even tried to recreate the temple and its worship there. Others had managed to bring their faith and traditions into exile with them, and the transformation had begun to take place there. The early Christians searched the old scriptures before they had any of their own, and they saw this passage as a confirmation for them that a new kind of king had been thought about a long time before, and that Jesus had proved to be that new kind of king. Look at the extravagance of the vision of peace and love. Even the despised snake becomes a playmate for the children, and flesh-eating lions can eat hay. The vision of good government and a heavenly peace on earth still evades the human race even today, and may evade us forever. But the love of God remains something for our hearts to long for. It remains as a hope for us when one day we inherit that better world to come. Well, tomorrow we're going to look at another vision of that better future. This is the vision of God's banquet in Isaiah 25. I'll see you tomorrow.